Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are safe, sound and healthy. Now let's continue with our chapter. That is the chapter number 1. What is the chapter number 1, students? Yes, basics of information technology. Basics of information technology. This chapter we have already started, students, and we had seen the terms IT and ICT. Yes, the basics of information technology. Now, hope you've understood IT and ICT. Now we'll begin with the new subtopic, that is data and information. These are very important terms, students, in IT. Okay, these are the technical terms and you have to know these terms. You have to remember the meaning of these terms. Okay, then only you will understand that what actually technology is. Because if you don't understand these terms, you won't be able to understand how technology works and what is technology. Okay, so you have to be very particular when you learn any technological terms. Okay, now the second term which we are going to study is the data and information. Many times students that people or many say that data and information are interchangeable and they have the same meaning, but it's not that. Data and information both are different. Okay, so you have to know what things matter and what are the things which make them different. Okay, so however they are not same and there is a difference between the two words. Okay, these two terms, they are different. They are not at all same. Data, we can say that data can be any character, text, word, number or raw facts. Okay, what is data? Data can be said that it is a character. Character means letters, students. Text, word, number or raw facts. Raw facts is what, students? The data which is collected but it has not been yet processed to make it as an information. Okay, so however information is data formatted in a matter, we can say information. Information. And what is information, students? Information, we can say the data which is processed, which is formatted. Data formatted in a manner that allows it to be utilized by human beings. And we can say that it has some meaning, okay, in some significant way. Okay. So this is the definition of data and information, but I'll elaborate it more so that you can understand it in a good way. It is given in your textbook, but what I'm going to explain you, that is not given in the textbook. Okay, so just to make you understand, I'll just elaborate it more Okay, now what is data and what is information stores? Data, as you can see that I have written that it is a character, text, word, number or raw facts. Whereas information is the data formatted, means whatever data we have got, the character, text, word, number, it is formatted in such a way that it is allowed to be utilized by human beings in some significant way, that means in some good way, in some important way. Okay, now we can say that data, raw facts. I'll just give you one example of data and example of information, okay, which is there in your textbook also. Example of data. Example of data here. Textbook example I'm giving right now, students. This is number, then comma 1, 2, 3, 4. Then say MG Road, Mumbai. Then what? Okay, and so now here, students, as you can see that data has been given. Now, because while viewing this or this, by just looking at this data, you cannot interpret any meaning, means you don't know what it is exactly. Okay, so you have to process it, means you have to make it in such a way that it should give you certain meaning, that it should make you to understand, okay, something is there, okay, and this is the interpretation of some raw materials, raw facts. Okay, so if I just process it, example of information. Now when I process this data, students, so what I'll get that, okay, this is Yahya 1, 2, 3, 4 MG Road. Okay. Then number 1, 2, 3, 4, or anything you can just give. Calcutta or Mumbai or Delhi, whatever is the address, you can just give Mumbai 410001. Okay, and then 9111. So by this, students, you can understand, okay, this is the address, okay, the contact of certain person named Yahya. Okay, students, so you can understand by this, that means the data has been formatted in such a way that it is giving some meaning. Okay, that whatever data, raw data was there, okay, it has been processed in a significant way so that it can be used by human being or the user, okay, in a meaningful way. That is your information. Okay, students, so here in the example we can say that the data appears to be a set of random words and numbers. Okay, but however, when that data is interpreted and organized and formatted, so We can say that it is a contact information of a person named Yahya. Okay, students. So this is what this is called as your data and information. So both are different. They are not interchangeable. Okay, I'll just draw one diagram also to make you understand. Okay, I'll just draw. Just having the diagram of a data. So, okay, and then how this data gets data and data. Okay, then what? One processing box. How data gets processed. Okay, this is processing goes on. Okay, once the process data gets processed, it gives you the information. Okay, and this is your information. A very simple diagram to make you understand that how the data gets processed and it makes the information. Okay, students. So all means I have collected in this diagram, I have collected the data from everywhere and then processed it, and this processed data gives the information and which is comprised, which makes the knowledge. Okay, so we can say the data is the raw facts. Data are the raw facts and they have no context. That means they are randomly given to anybody. Okay, and they are just numbers and text, we can say. Okay, students. Whereas information is what? When we say information is what, students? It is the data with context. Okay, the processed data. Value added to data. Okay, students, so this is the difference between data and information. Okay, and it is summarized, organized and analyzed data. Okay, so you have to very much particular with the meaning, with the definition, that it is also the summarized, let's say it is summarized, organized and analyzed data. Okay, students, so this is the information. So by the diagram you have understood what is data and what is information. Okay, so we can say the information is a processed, organized data presented in a given context and is useful to humans. Okay, students, whereas data is an individual unit. Remember this, students, that data is an individual unit that is randomly given. Okay, that contains raw material which does not carry any specific meaning. Okay, so you have to understand, to make it meaningful you have to process it, and when you process it, it will give you the information. Okay, so we can say now here that data is an individual unit that contains raw material which does not carry any specific meaning. So information is a group of data. Okay, and information is a group of data that collectively carry a logical meaning. Okay, students, so data doesn't depend upon information. You have to make it very clear that data does not depend on information. Data does not depend on information. Whereas the processed data is called as what? Information. Okay, when we say about information, students, how information is made, we can say information equal to data plus context plus meaning. Okay, and this is what, students? This is the processing. Okay, processing. Okay, so this is what? This is the summarized way we can say that how data and information is different from each other. They are not at all having the same meaning, student. Information is a processed, organized data. Okay, and it has context which is meaningful to humans, whereas data is an individual unit that contains raw facts or raw materials, we can say, which does not carry any specific meaning. Okay, students, so information is a group of data that collectively carry a logical meaning, whereas data doesn't depend on the information. Okay, students, I'll just give you one example, one more. Okay, and then we'll just raw data. I'm just making one table, students. This is raw data. Raw data, for example, yes, 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 no, yes, no, yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is the raw data. Okay, the context. Context. Context here what? Response to the market research question. Okay, this, what is the question, for example? Would you buy brand? Would you buy brand X at price of Y? And then the processing is done. The processing. And then we get the information. Information here, I'm putting the question mark. Why? Because on the basis of this raw data, okay, the question has been asked, what would you buy brand X at price of brand Y? Okay, so many have said yes and many have said no. So calculating all yes and no, okay, the number of person, those who have responded, okay, on the basis of that we'll calculate the average yes and no. That means the number of person those who agreed and those who have not agreed. Okay, so in this way we can have the information. Okay, suppose for example 10 people were there. Okay, out of 10, 8 have said okay, we'll buy, and 2 have said no. So that means 8 people are agree to buy the brand X at price Y, whereas 2 people, they are not ready to buy this. Okay, so in this way we can calculate the response, and then we can find the information, the exact information of the raw data which has been collected. Okay, so hope you've understood the difference between data and information also, students. So here we have completed our second subtopic, data and information. Okay, so hope you've understood this also. So students, I'm repeating again that you have to be very particular when you are learning any terms related to technology. You have to understand the exact meaning, and you have to remember that meaning, that what this term means in terms of technology, information technology. Okay, so until then, stay safe, stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum.